What is going on, everyone? Today I'm back at Magic Kingdom and it is Memorial Day weekend, which means that it's probably going to be a pretty busy day. It's Sunday. My family's coming in. They've bought a one-day park tickets, and so today I thought I would do some tips here at Magic Kingdom for the holidays, because if you don't know, holidays are some of the busiest times to visit the Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World, and today I have some great tips to make your single day at the park a little more magical. So let's check them out. Alright, so tip number one for here at Magic Kingdom is to have a plan. And I'm not saying that you have to have your plan all thought out for hour by hour or whatever, but just have a general idea of what you want to do. Magic Kingdom typically on holidays is open for at least 12 hours, if not longer. Today it's open from 9 until 10, and it might be pretty easy to think that you can conquer every attraction the entire time that you're here, but understand that that might lead to some frustration, aggravation, and some really grumpy kids if you have kids with you. So come up with a plan and have an idea of maybe a few attractions that you want to try and ride, maybe a few characters that you want to meet, and also make sure that you give yourself some time to sit down and relax, especially on a hot day like today. It's in the upper 90s. Make sure that you're maybe checking out Carousel of Progress or Hall of Presidents, which are both very dark and have great AC inside of them. And if you're going to sit down, try to sit down inside of a restaurant, whether that's a quick service or an actual sit-down restaurant here at Magic Kingdom. All right, tip number two for when you're here and it's the holidays, to make sure that you have the My Disney Experience app. Because regardless if you're visiting for one day or several, it's imperative to have the My Disney Experience app. Download it on your mobile device. And listen, don't worry about needing a network provider, because Disney has free Wi-Fi located throughout Magic Kingdom and the rest of Walt Disney World. The My Disney Experience app allows you to check wait times, navigate the park, find characters, make dining reservations, and even order food on the go. And probably is the most important thing, booking FastPasses. It can make your day so much easier, so much faster. So make sure you have it. Tip number three for today is to plan out your FastPasses. We have a couple of great videos on FastPass selection and how it works. If you're coming for a single day, you can still acquire some great FastPasses to bypass the standby lines. Just know that day of planning is going to be far more difficult than if you know, maybe say 7 days in advance or even further out than that. If you don't see your favorite attraction popping up, don't lose hope. Check out these tips that we have on how to beat the system and find the FastPasses that you want. Tip number four is to arrive early and or stay late. Even with FastPass, it can be difficult to get all of those coveted attractions like Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Space Mountain. Arriving before the park opens lets you rope drop the attraction and only have to wait a few minutes, and you can usually knock out most of Tomorrowland or even Fantasyland by doing this in the morning. The other thing is that usually later at night, especially after the fireworks go off, the park tends to clear out a little bit, and so you can ride some of those other attractions that maybe had a 40, maybe 60-minute wait earlier. They now have something a little bit lower, like 20 or 30 minutes. All right, tip number five is that if you're coming and you really want to meet characters, the best way to maximize your time in the park and riding attractions is to also do character meals, because then you can get a break from the sun, get a little bit of AC, and you can eat a place like here at Crystal Palace, which is where you can meet Pooh and Friends, or you can go to Be Our Guests, which is where you can meet the Beast and some of the characters from Beauty and the Beast, which is a great option. And my last tip is that if you're here trying to maximize your time, save all of your shopping until at the end of the night. Usually the shops will stay open even after the park has officially closed, and you can kind of exit going out the shops and do all of your shopping then. It's a 2-for-1 because you're getting more time in the park to ride rides, and you're also not having to carry around any souvenirs that you happen to buy until you're actually leaving, which is a great benefit. Alright guys, so I hope that some of those tips will help you plan your next trip here. Mainly so for more of like a single day here in the parks, and not really for your entire vacation, but they can be used for both, either way. It's just most important to like really keep in mind that it's going to be a very busy day on a holiday, and to understand that you're probably not going to get to do everything that you really want to do. So by all means, have fun, and just remember that you're here at the happiest place on earth, so enjoy it.